The AI Fatwa Bots roaming around Mecca. In a groundbreaking move, Saudi Arabia is introducing AI powered Fatwa bots at the 2024 Hajj pilgrimage in Mecca. These sleek, multilingual robots will roam the Grand Mosque, offering instant religious guidance to millions of pilgrims. Equipped with touch screens, high definition cameras, and advanced audio technology, these mobile assistants represent a significant leap from traditional in person consultations with clerics. The Saudi press agency highlights their popularity, noting, quote, the robots roam the courtyards performing their functions. They're particularly popular among pilgrims and Umrah performers, answering their questions about rituals and other religious matters. This innovative use of AI technology underscores Saudi Arabia's commitment to enhancing services for the millions of Muslims that attend Hajj, marking a new era in the intersection of faith and artificial intelligence. So, in the next news, we're actually going to talk about. Wait, it was I provided no only one example. So, basically, Saudi Arabia is creating a lot of different robotic assistants for pilgrims. And so one of them, which was the most interesting to me, is supposed to be these robots that actually answer religious questions. So this kind of evolves out of, back in the day, if you had a religious question, you would actually go to a cleric, and the cleric would, go give you his ruling or his opinion. And then over time, it evolved to instances where you could like call a phone. There was like a hotline where you could ask these questions. And now we have these robots. And there's a lot of other robots that are around, especially the two holy mosques in Mecca, and we can get like a preview into what some of them look like. Because I included a few videos, or D, our lovely editor D, included some videos in this article. Um, but this was there's just so much to unpack here. Armin, I want your reactions because I feel like I don't know is I want Mufti Armin's opinion as well as Ayatollah Armin's opinion.
Where's her job? Is this a female robot?
You know, that's a good question, but no one knows.
Oh, somebody needs to check. I'm getting aroused.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, somebody might. So you have to put a hijab on that thing.
You
I
know,
don't know. Let me
they're
actually
like, we
let me
tried to
see.
make this robot pure, and they were not accounting for the degeneracy of Armin. Surely, surely this robot is good to go. But no, they were not accounting for Navabi.
No,
So
no.
these are different robots. So there are some
Look, it
robots
has
that
a
are good.
skirt. She's wearing a skirt. It's a
Maybe
female.
it's a robe. Maybe it's a thobe.
Oh, it looks female to me.
Okay, that sounds like a you problem.
Look,
But a lot of these robots are deployed around to
it
give
has
out
a
health
it's like an
information.
hourglass shaped body as well. It's clearly designed to look more female. This is haram because the curvature resembles a woman's female a body of a female human, and some people might find that just a little bit arousing because it has a look. It has an hourglass shaped body. Why? Here's the thing. No, seriously. Why would the Saudi officials make the robot kind of look? Do they think that having a more feminine figure would be more pleasing to the people around there? Is that
Yeah,
why they made the shape
that's
of the robot
normal.
like that? And if
Sure.
okay, so if that is what they were thinking, they're using people's sexual desires as a way to advertise a product, and this is clearly haram. Again, Mufti Armin has spoken. This is clearly haram. They're using female shaped bodies as a way to promote a product, and this is obviously haram.
Okay, well, maybe they
Obviously.
would say, okay, it's not supposed to be that kind of pleasing. In general,
Look,
there's a
look,
wealth of
look,
studies
look
that
at the
show
woman. Look at the woman on the right and the woman of the left. Okay, obviously,
the
you can
woman of
see
the
the
left.
robot is a lot more fit. No, you can see like which one is more attractive. One of them is like an apple. The other one is like an hourglass. You can see that right around the waist. Notice right around the waist. You can see it's getting a lot narrower. Like, why would you make it a lot? And obviously, she has a big booty. That's why it's getting bigger right below after the waist. Look, no, look, it's getting
There's no
big.
booty. It goes straight
Well, I
down.
mean, it's bigger. Okay, well, it's bigger. It's a little bit bigger. But I mean, like, who designed this? Obviously, whoever's behind
Mm.
this design, they made the waist area a lot narrower because they know that's more attractive. No, this is serious. You think this is? You think I'm Islamically? What this is exactly how you should evaluate this. I'm not making this up. Obviously, whoever is behind the design, they're using the attractiveness of a fit female body to make this product more attractive. Look at the waist there, the waist to hip to waist ratio. This is clearly haram. Why is nobody complaining about this?
Okay. Okay.
Go.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. There's many studies that show that across cultures, people prefer to receive
I'm
assistance
not
from
crazy.
women.
Islam is crazy. If don't people are saying Armin, you're going crazy. This is Islam. This I am being Islamic. Okay, don't complain about what I'm saying. What I'm saying is purely Islamic. Okay, don't challenge Mufti Armin. You will be crushed. Go on. Sorry.
Would it have been preferable to just have it be like a rectangle?
Yes. Why exactly? Why not make it a or like more male? Why would you not make it more like a male looking robot? Obviously, who
Because people find
obviously
women more approachable.
Yeah, why? I guess. I wonder why.
Not for sexual reasons, like literally since birth, we prefer females before we
You
can
are not
even know
thinking
words.
Islamically, okay?
Oh,
The
excuse
fact
me.
that
You're right.
okay, so you think that women are more approachable, so you're using femininity to make it more approachable? That's obviously haram. Obviously.
What if it's
Oh
not
my god.
approachable that way, but approachable like a nurturing mother?
Is she your mother?
You don't maybe?
If she is not your mother and you're attracted to her femininity, that's haram. It's not mahram. So, like, if you are having motherly attraction to another woman who's not your mother, that's haram in Islam, even if you think it's
Oh
not
my
sexual,
god.
because she's not your mother. So, given that
What
this robot
if
is not your mother, you're having attraction, any form of attraction to femininity of somebody that is not your family member.
can I breastfeed from the robot to make
Yes,
it
that's the only way.
halal to me? Thank you.
Yes,
Okay. Guys, don't
that
worry. We're
they have.
gonna
That's what exactly, guys. I'm not making this up. I think we could make this robot for this to work out. This robot has to have breath with milk coming from it, so that
Mhm.
men could come drink from it, and that's Islamically. Then she would become halal for you to approach and talk to. There you
Mhm.
go. Now you're
Mhm.
thinking Islamically. Good job,
Thank
Susanna.
you. Thank you. Well, let me continue. This particular robot, which you have developed an affinity for, um, very naughty of you, by the way. This particular robot is not the Fatwa robot. That's just like some
See, like,
robot
this
going
is
around giving.
okay. I
Ah,
allow this one. This robot
thank
does not look very feminine. It looks, yeah,
Okay, but here's the
obviously,
thing.
yeah.
This robot with the water, it's not even drinkable water. This is just holy water.
Oh, yeah, that's holy water. That means it's from Zamzam. That means it's
Yeah.
dangerous. This is filled with bacteria. Please do not drink this water, people. But obviously, it's doing hard labor, and that's a man's job. Obviously, this robot is a boy.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So this one, it has a little face when you like interact with it. And then
Oh,
this one, yeah, see, you can see it has a little bit of a face, and then it just kind of sprays you with mist, which is probably absolutely lovely with how freaking hot and stuffy it is. Um,
yes. Is there a robot that will hit people with a stick if they're not properly wearing hijab?
oh my
No.
No, no, there is not.
Oh, okay. Well, they should think about that.
So what if they made it like not as happy and inviting?
No, it's no, the fact that they okay, I'm not gonna go over this again. The fact that the person who designed this said that thought to themselves, if I get this robot a silhouette, hourglass, give it a small hip to waist to hip ratio, and that will
Mhm.
make it more attractive. That's
Mhm.
obviously them thinking using sexuality as a selling point. That's obvious.
Mm, 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 mm,
Anyways.
mm, mm, mm.
And also, may I add that this is not that impressive? The whole thing is basically a touch screen. Like the whole everything computerized is happening over here, right? The rest of this robot is not intelligent. Like this whole thing is just a face and something that is holding this computer. Like they're trying to make it like, oh, we have like a smart robot walking around. Anything smart that is happening on this whole thing that it's holding. The rest of it is just a carrier. So don't make us like, oh wow, high tech stuff. Look at, we have robots now. The robot, it's not a robot. It's just wheels, right? The
Mhm.
computerized stuff is like, if you had a robot that was walking around without holding a other computer, and you just could talk to it and will turn to you and just answer your question. This robot is just holding a computer.
Mhm.
It's just a computer on wheels. That's what it is.
But this is
Yeah.
this is I wanna get to the meat of this question because 'cause we're just talking about some random little health
The
assistance robot here.
silicon of this man. There's no meat.
We
But go on.
Oh my gosh, you're so silly.
Go on.
Can you give me a break for 1 minute? Um,
Okay.
so let's get back to the meat and potatoes of this issue of the Fatwa AI robot. And Aiden, one of our members, is asking the right questions. And this is how I know you're a real Atheist Republic listener, because you know that this is the meat of the question, because you're a nerd and I love it. Aiden is asking, didn't expect to see this today, but isn't this bid'ah, or aka innovation, and forbidden to Wahhabis? And this is a very interesting point. This issue of
Mhm.
artificial intelligence creating rulings. Now, I assume that a lot of this question about, and maybe Armin, you should explain why this is not good and bad and forbidden. Um, Probably, depends on how the AI is working, but it raises a question: what if it is creating a new ruling? What do you think about this, Armin? Mufti Armin, give us your
Mm.
ruling.
Mhm. 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 Well, you could use whatever tools necessary to spread Islam, okay, as long as it doesn't violate anything in the Quran or the Sunnah, right?
Mhm.
So it's you're moving into bid'ah territory if there is a clear violations of any of the standards set in the Hadith or the Quran, right? And I would say this is bid'ah because it gives you an impression of talking to a living conscious thing, and it
Mhm.
normalizes in the minds of Muslims that artificial intelligence has a personality, like the smile. So it's very important for Muslims to understand that
Mm.
God gave humans a soul and a personality, and only humans are capable of having the humanness, a soul, something that could be a target of sympathy or wrath or any other human feelings. And um, this is basically corrupts the mind into attributing the characteristics of a soul that God has only gifted to humans, angels, and jinns to something that is created by humans. So this is humans playing God, humans acting like things that they have created, has also the characteristics of a soul. And it's not just beda, it could also be very problematic because it's moving to shirky territory, right?
And
Because
that's
this is,
what Dee brought up.
oh, okay.
Is this shirk worse than bid'ah?
Yes. Yes, because remember, in Islam, we look down upon just even creating imagery of other humans, right? For the sake, because it resembles creating what God has created, and it's also moving into idol worship territory. But that's just imagery. Imagine if it actually could speak, it could actually give you the impression that it's sad and it's happy. That is like a completely different level, right? And these robots are the idols of our future. So imagine if Qurayshi people were corrupted because they thought statues that could not speak, that could not feel, that could not walk, and people used to worship that. Well, this is worshiping in a modern way. Imagine how easily people will be fooled by the modern idols that could actually talk to you and serve you and give you sympathy, and people will lose their faith in God because they ask God for things and they don't, and they think like their prayers have not been answered, and they will ask these robot things and they will answer. This is a shift of direction on a God-centric perspective of Muslims to them being having hope in more worldly things, asking for services and solutions to their problems on things in this life rather than God. You have to put your faith in God, not into the creation of man, right? And again, this is basically the world powers, the globalists, the Zionists trying to reduce your faith, trying to weaken your faith.
I zoned out for a second and then I came back. And this is obviously the world power, the Zionists. It
Yes, yes,
snapped
these are
me
the
back. I was like,
Zionists.
wait a second, what?
I mean, all these chips and all, they're all, designed by Zionists in Israel. Like, there's behind
Mm,
all the highest tech companies are controlled by Zionists, obviously, right? And this is their plot. They have tried to weaken Muslim faith with many different ways, and it hasn't worked. But imagine how dangerous would be if in the future Muslim families, they bring like tiny little cute robots to take care of their children. They start with like teaching you the Quran, but soon, they will have the liberal agenda inside. Like, imagine this is exactly how they get you, because Islam is so strong, the Muslim Ummah is so strong, they try to give you other ways to shake it, to weaken your faith, but they're not successful. So they will target you from within. Soon you will have little robots that will sit with your child and will tell their child, like, hey, let's learn the Quran. And you're like, oh, this is good. It's a cute little robot that is teaching my child to read the Quran. But that's how they get you. That's how they get you. What happened to this is how parents, fathers and mothers, they should spend with the child. Instead of screen time, instead of robots, you have to spend with time with your own child yourself. You have to teach the Quran yourself instead of relying on this Zionist technology, right? Because at first, because think about it, like they get
mm,
your child in two ways, right? First, with these Zionist robots, they will hide their liberal agenda within between the messages of the Quran, right? They will
mm,
teach you that the Quran is actually teaching you LGBT, right? Like, you think that your child is learning the Quran, but they will change the message of God. But also, it's a more dangerous way. A more dangerous way is that your child will grow with thinking that these robots have actual personality, that they could love these robots, that the robot is actually loving them because the robot is talking like in such a cute way, like, oh, hi, let's read the Quran. And you think as a child, your mind would be corrupted to think that this robot actually loves you. And then this is how idol worship actually works in the modern time, because your children will grow up to think that these are their saviors rather than Islam, the Quran, the Sunnah, and Allah Himself. So this is my warning to the Ummah. Be
mm,
warned. The,
mm,
the whole AI, the whole AI take growth is it's an attempt to come at your faith, because the only thing that is standing between these Zionist globalists and their liberal agenda taking over the world, the only thing
mhm.
that is standing in their way is the Ummah community. This is why they're killing you. This is why they're coming for you in Palestine and everywhere else. is because you're the only force that is standing in the way. If they could remove the Islamic faith, they will eventually take over all the world. So you have to be vigilant. You have to know, they're the sneakiest way. They plan, they deceive, but Allah is the greatest of all deceivers. And they will one day, they think that they're winning, but if you put your faith in God, eventually you will be victorious. That was
Mufti Armin, your wisdom abounds today.
it.
Truly, we are in awe, and we appreciate you for
Yeah.
opening our eyes for the sneakiness of the devil and not outsmart our Mufti
Yeah.
Armin.
Yeah. Oh, do you think I'm glad Armin is on our side? Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, this show just immediately derails, and I love it. Zaid is saying the stream is about to get nuked. Like and share, people. That's right, because
Yes,
yeah.
we have to. Yeah, actually, that's the important part. Dear YouTube guys, I know
Mhm.
your AI algorithm is sucks at detecting sarcasm, but I don't actually believe in the Zionist takeover of the world or this globalist plot to take control everything in the world.
In fact, I
That
support it.
in fact, I am part of it. I am actually trying to. I'm trying to help Zionists have this global. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm one of the foot soldiers,
I
proudly so.
I am. Yeah. I do believe it, and I'm trying to make it happen. Okay, I am a Zionist puppet in servicing these globalists trying to take over the world. Yes. No, it's YouTube. That's it. For legal for algorithm reasons. That's a joke. Please, YouTube. These are all satire. I hope your AI one day gets more effective at recognizing what's satire and what's not. But for now, we
That is
have
a
to.
good reminder to please like and subscribe, because these are the reasons why we don't grow. Um,
Right.
oh my god. And also, you should keep watch on our monetization. How are
Oh
we
yeah.
doing? Um,
Let me
I'll
refresh the
we got
monetization.
a few super
We're good.
chats.
We're good.
Kenny just sent a super.
By the way, nothing says. Hold on. Remove this. We'll get back to that. Okay. This actually proves that the Zionists control the world, because I say so much crap about everything, but every time I talk about Zionists taking over, I have to check our monetization. Now you know who's controlling the world. That's a joke, guys. Again, that's a joke. That's not actually true. That's not actually true, because I have to check that with when we say stuff about Muslims, Islam, and other things as well. So it's not that. It's not like that. Anything that could be perceived as racist. But anyway, as
Oh,
somebody
I wonder
who
why.
would have these, yes, anyone who would have conspiracy theories would say like, this is proof that they actually do control the world. Why do you have to be so worried about what you're saying every time it comes to like Jews or stuff? That shows that they're controlling the world. That they see that as proof, but obviously they're stupid. Yeah.
Um.
Anyway,
Anyways,
so
we've
Kenny,
received
was Kenny?
some super chats from many people
That
watching.
was
Uh, and so let's go through the super chats before we go to the next segment. Kenny gave us €5 just with no comment. Thank you, Kenny.
thank you.
And Gasian American has two. We okay. He's asking himself for some rulings from Mufti Armin. So Mufti Armin, prepare yourself. Let us receive your wisdom. First of all, thank you, Gasian, for the super chats. Would it be permissible to have temptation training classes where people purposefully get tempted and restrain themselves? And would this earn extra merit? Mufti Armin, your opinion, please.
Gasian American, is your boy? I know you're into edging, and your boyfriend is not edging you as much as you like. Is that what you're saying to me? I think you're trying to find ways to get edged by your boyfriend. Like you're fine. Okay, I know that's your kink apparently, and unfortunately, Islam is not the answer to that. Okay, you have to remain an infidel, and maybe try to somehow convince your boyfriend to edge you in other ways, right? But no. In Islam, it's Allah who tests you, right? If you are tempted, tempting is actually a blessing from Allah so that you could prove your faith. But that's Allah will tempt you. No human could actually encourage you to sin by increasing that temptation. That would be a sin on his or her part. Nobody will test you. Allah is Allah's job. Allah will test you.
Mm,
So
mm,
there we
mm.
go.
Well, thank you for clarifying. He asks another question, oh Mufti Armin. Would the AI be permissible if it was grown from the donated brain cells of clerics? Are these robots or any of their parts from
No,
the PRC? I don't know where the robots are from, to be completely honest. I have no idea about the manufacturing
obviously
or
not. This is
development.
humans playing God. This is obviously haram. Haram, haram, haram. Easy answer. Yes.
I want you to have like a giant stamp that just says haram.
Haram. Yes, I should. That would be good.
Oh my
We
god, we
should
should
have
give you a
an,
little
yeah.
gavel. Yes. Um,
We should
I
have
know it's
like
different, but who doesn't love a good gavel?
I actually have an idea. We could play a video that just stamps the screen. Like we could play it.
Yes. Well, 'cause
Haram.
I was
Yes.
thinking about I wanna develop a soundboard for us.
Yeah.
I want a
Oh, okay,
soundboard
okay.
so badly. I've been talking about it. GJ is celebrating his membership for 21 months. Thank you, GJ, and is using his celebration of his membership to say, "Smartphones use technology patented by Jews. Is this haram?" I don't think so.
Um, no, it's not haram. But you have to be, it's not the Jews that you have to be worried about. Allah will take care of that one day. It's the
Oh,
Zionists that
you
might be
think that's a joke?
using that. Yeah, for legal reasons. That's a joke. It's the Zionists. So no, because throughout during the Islamic history, Jews were part of the Islamic world, and their services were used often throughout Islamic history. So no, it would not. That is not haram.
Yeah. Um, okay, and this is a good reminder to everyone that if you want to support the show, one of the best ways to do this is to become a member of our channel, and you get access to members only content as well as our lovely, hilarious Atheist Republic emojis. So if you want to join the channel, make sure to hit the join button down below. And poor Claire also sent a super chat saying, "I'm sorry if this is stupid. I don't know much about Islam, but the white part around the head kind of looks like a hijab. Do you have to wear hijab if you have no hair?" Well,
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
we were.
yeah, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, yeah. So when I was saying the robot should wear a hijab, I was joking, but I wasn't joking when I was saying that it's questionable Islamically to make the body look like female to make it more attractive. Okay, so if I was being serious, I would say no. If the robot doesn't have a female body figure, it could walk around. I would, if I was being very Islamic, I would like don't give it a fuck, don't give it a face. Okay, don't give it a face. Make it just make it a screen that is walking around. Why does it need a face? Um, and even if it has a face, why did you give it like a hourglass shaped body? Right? That I would seriously, if I was Islamic, I would be like wondering that. Like I would be like, no, don't do that. But the robot doesn't need a hijab if it wasn't trying to attempt to look like a. It doesn't need a hijab. But it's shirky just to have anything looking like a human body. That is already shirky, like getting close to shirk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're human and if you're bald, yes, you still. I mean, I've heard disagreements about this, but yes, you still have to cover your head, because that's sunnah. It's not about covering your hair. It's more so about the only areas that have been said that you another person could see are your hands and your feet and your face. So that has been what you're allowed to see Oh, let me star one of those comments that spam because it's kind of funny. I want to.
Oh, I just banned him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's great. He will come back. But yeah, you're supposed to cover your head because the only areas that no mahrams can see is your face and your hands and your feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even some people don't show that.
Yes.
Should we move on to the next? Oh wait, we just got another super chat, and then we'll go into the next story.
Yeah.
Dean. Oh, hi, Dean. Dean is the leader of our
Hey,
Atheist Republic Cape Town consulate. Thank you for the super chat, Dean. Saying salami, honeycomb, habibi. Oh,
I
wait
didn't get
until
it.
they discover sex robots.
I'm sure they have discovered.
Yeah. Yep.
What's the first part? I don't get the first one. I don't
It's
understand.
like a bastardization of assalamu alaikum.
Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube, blasphemous art ever? We do. And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.